All right, what's up? All right, this is Sensei. Welcome to the channel. My last video, I made a review on the tires that I'm using on this motorcycle, on this Goldwing, which is the Michelin's Road WGT. Well, today I'm doing a review on the seat that I've been using this whole time. The bike still, I have not ridden my motorcycle, so I have 14,000, let me get this thing, 15,238 miles, and I got those seats changed out probably 200 miles after I bought this motorcycle. So I'm gonna be reviewing the ultimate seat. I'm gonna give you guys nothing but the truth in this seat. I don't really have nothing bad to say about it, first of all, but I'm gonna keep it real. Let's talk about the looks of the seat. The looks of the seat, the way they created this seat. This seat, the stitching, the quality is crazy. Now keep in mind, these seats are all custom made. You can customize your seat to the colors you want, to the color scheme you want. This one was made specifically to match this motorcycle. And I absolutely love the look of it. I like that suede in the middle with that high quality leather and that high stitching point. So big shout out to my man David and his team from Ultimate Seat. The backrest is also pretty cool. I like the fact that the backrest can fold down. You know, if you're riding somebody two up, I don't ride two up on my motorcycle. Back here is only for my bag. I don't put nobody in the back of my bike. You also have this little pouch in the back, which I don't use, but I can see this being used once again by the person that's going to be in the back of the bike. This pouch is a Velcro attachment, and you can add little things in here. You know, a female could put her lipstick, her brush, whatever she wants to put in here, and it Velcros safely and securely right to the back of that seat, and there's a flap that goes right back over it, okay? Now, that's the look of the seat. The thing that failed on me, which I'm not sure why it did it, but when I sit on this bike, right, I like my backrest to have me a little bit more supported in the spine, but for some reason, there is a metal bracket that this attaches to, right? And this metal bracket, for some reason, it's pushed back. So because it goes back at an angle, it has me sitting back a little bit more than I want to be. I want to be more upright, especially when I'm on these long rides. So I can clearly see that that metal bracket was pushed back. I'm not doing jumping jacks on this thing or push-ups on it, so I don't know why it did that. So that's the con of my experience with this seat. Another thing to be mindful of on this seat with the Goldwing, now keep in mind, Ultimate Seating makes seats for Harleys as well, and I believe they do seats for Indians. So it's not just for Goldwings, okay? Now, on my bike, I have the Traction extended rear grip. This extended grip will not work with the little bracket that goes under the seat, so I had to remove that. I have to figure out something that's gonna make it fit, but it will not fit your seat properly with this extended grip. So if you have this or you're thinking about getting this seat will not lock in place, so you have to remove that part. Now, I've ridden with this motorcycle to California. I've ridden this bike from Louisiana, Nevada, Colorado. I've ridden this bike all in one trip. Key West, went down to Miami. I've ridden this to Tennessee multiple times, went to Kentucky. I've ridden this motorcycle to Ohio, ridden it to Virginia. I have not done New York yet with this bike, but I will. If y'all know me well, you know I will. And I will tell you, in the very first rides, I had to break this bad boy in. The seat was not as comfortable as I thought it was gonna be. What I do love about it though is that the size of that butt, man, the size of that butt, that thing contours your ass a lot. So if you got a big butt, this is gonna contour that. I don't have a big butt, but hey, if you got a big booty, the seat is official. So at first I was like, man, this seat is too damn hard. But of course we know that there's a breaking point, right? So I'm up to 15,000 miles now. So now with this seat, the more I started riding, the more I started getting more and more comfortable on the motorcycle. I started feeling myself getting more and more comfortable. But then there were times like when I don't know if it's the pad or not, but there were times that when I rode to Birmingham, for example, for some reason Birmingham was only 2 hours and change from where I live at, but my tailbone started feeling kind of achy a bit. And I don't know if that's equated to the seat itself, or maybe because I just came back from another big ride. I forgot where I went, but it was a long enough ride that my ass was on fire. I think that's one of my trips when I went to Ohio on the Africa Twin. But other than that, what I will tell you, will I buy an Ultimate seat again? The answer is yes. Do I think the hype of the Ultimate seat is what it's all boiled out to be? The answer is yes. Because, and you know what? I'm gonna go back a little bit. I'm saying that based on the stock seat. I've never tried another seat on this Goldwing. But what I will tell you is this: when I rode this Goldwing to California, I did not take any painkillers, and I had no back pains. Of course, your ass is gonna get a little pained up no matter what kind of seat you have. I don't care what type of seat you have, you will get some little pain, okay? And they have a lot of cushions that you can put on here to make your butt even more comfortable. But the seat handled, and we're talking about well over 7,000 miles I did on this trip, going to California, riding all over the place and coming back home. I did over 7,000 miles, and I'm gonna tell you, the seat handled perfectly. I had no issues with this seat. Now, is there anything else that I'm looking at that I would say I don't like? No, there's nothing more. And that's my honest opinion. My concern at first, like I said, was only the fact that at some points this started getting a little harder. And I don't know if it's the cushion on the inside or the memory foam is starting to fail. I don't know what that is. However, it stopped and it went back to normal. So that maybe it's just the day that I wasn't feeling the best and I was already pained up. You see what I'm saying? So if you're thinking about getting a really good seat, get this seat. The back is extremely comfortable. Like I wish the front was as comfortable as the back, because the person who's gonna be sitting back here, yo, their booty is gonna feel good. Your booty gonna feel good, baby. But when I go like this and I massage this seat, oh man, yo, this fabric is soft as heck. I like it. So yeah, that's my review on the seat. I'm gonna run the seat again when I go to Alaska. I'm gonna use this seat. I'm gonna run the seat down to the ground, and I wanna really see in the long term, when I get to 30,000 miles, 40,000 miles, 50,000 miles, how does this seat really hold up to a person who is a ground pounder? Because at the end of the day, I'm not riding this bike just around the block. This bike is going places. July the 3rd, I am off to Alaska. That's gonna be huge. I'm excited about it. I can't wait. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so if you're thinking about doing the Ultimate seat, I'm gonna recommend that you do go ahead and get it. That's my recommendation. When you do talk to them at Ultimate Seat, mention Sensei at Ride Fit Nation. Tell them that you saw the video, you heard my review, and that's my review. I ain't got nothing more to say about it. All right, don't forget, like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you guys want to learn about on this motorcycle, because there's a lot of things that I did to this bike. There's a lot of things for me to talk about. So if you have any questions about stuff, I will shoot these short videos just to highlight a couple of things for you. What I am gonna put though, right? I don't remember where I put that piece that I bought, but on this motorcycle, I'm gonna install a port unit that's gonna go right here in this spot. That's gonna have a USB-C connector and all these different things. So I'm gonna take this off, drill the hole, put that in real quick so I can have that extra port for charging my stuff up. So that's pretty much it. Don't forget, like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. Without you guys, I'm nothing, okay? And then this is what happens when you guys don't subscribe or like. The channel does this. You can't see me now because you didn't subscribe to the channel.